I thought fake news was an essential ingredient of Trumpian dystopia. Apparently not so. Our own examples in Jamaica are evident for all to see and to feel. We are still lied to that the 1.5 tax concession was revenue neutral. Now we are to accept that there are no new taxes in the budget when all of us are paying more as tax every new day as inflation, higher input costs, and a currency slide affect each taxed product or service. So why not just talk the truth to ourselves, painful as it is, and thus create a basis of trust and shared struggle? And to hear the brightest and most powerful in the land prattle the twaddle reduces our confidence in political stewardship and aggravates our sense of being taken advantage of. Experience gives the lie to the deceptions and exposes a bankruptcy of that radical thought about political economy, which could really ease ordinary people's plight. Hello? We need to add value to the currency. Changing the pictures is a banality in the face of that unattended need. Then there is talk about helping the poor. Of course, it's essential to target public assistance to those really in need. But wait, easily more than 1 million Jamaicans, the more than half the workforce earning near the minimum wage, plus the unemployed, and the large number of underemployed, all need a cash transfer to be able to eat. Most of us will not be able to afford the higher transport costs. So the money may sound big, but the share out is very small. Tell me, how much food a once-off 10 grand can buy? Which light bill it can pay? Divide $2 billion by 1 million people in need, and you will see how much relief each one gets. Delusionary thought reached new heights with the trumpeting of the theological free market principle that giving the predatory banks free rein is the best policy to protect people. Hello, Jackson, your motion in Parliament is dead, you know. How long will it be till the $2,500 assisted account holders start to attract fees? How will the yearly 1,000 electric cars assist the operators of the 1 million oil guzzlers now choking our roads with more coming? How much faith can ordinary citizens have in a budget premised on the wrong price of energy and an unrealistic expectation of inflation? You know, one of the surest signs of Trump's chicanery was his capacity to defend one side of an argument today and the opposite in the next breath. Hello, but isn't that the same mentality we heard last week regarding bank fees and avoiding partisan strife? Who was it who spoke about tone deafness of the banks again? Look, we talk about political unity, and in the next paragraph of the speech, we launch a tirade against those who you, same one, just said you wanted to reconcile with. How would that go? You admit the desperate perils of energy and food dependency and how you really check for education reform, but there's no substantial new money in the big yellow book for any of that to be stimulated. And are we to believe that all this adds up to recovery, while exponential resources, financial and human, check 700 nurses, uncounted senior teachers and hotel workers are fleeing the country same time as we can't afford to properly feed hungry picnic at school? And the satraps clap the speech frenziedly, and we resume the anesthesia of bashment to ease the pain. I am told that from an accountant's point of view, this is a great budget. After all, Mr. Fitch and the wealthy insiders who can manipulate money and raise prices to deliver fantastic profits for themselves in these worst of times, they are all very pleased. The rest of us who are on fixed incomes, $9,000 income or no income, we must hug up the reduced living standards. More stress, and yes, more social disorder. Well, there's nothing fake there, is it? Let me give you a quote. Quote, "The need to resolve the structural causes of poverty cannot be delayed, not only for the pragmatic reason of its urgency for the good order of society, but because society needs to be cured of a sickness which is weakening and frustrating it, and which can only lead to new crises." That's Pope Francis. The joy of the gospel, his letter, is called. What a disappointment what we're doing. What an option and a challenge and a great possibility, a moment of grace we have to change things. In Jesus' name.